Hi, I'm Westchester County Executive Ken Jenkins. Today is December 1st, first day of meteorological winter, and we are here in our weekly update. We want to first talk about the things that are happening up for weather. Westchester County Emergency Management continues to monitor the forecasted winter weather, which is anticipated to enter into our area tomorrow. Certainly, if you watched over the weekend, you saw the storm traveling across the United States, most notably in the Midwest, Illinois, and those folks that had Indiana with significant snow totals that were happening, obviously lake effect snow that happens anytime over Lake Michigan. Currently, there are no weather predictions, advisory watches, or warnings posted for Westchester County. However, it does appear that there's a higher potential for snow, approximately 1 to 3 inches in the northern portion of our county, while the southern portion of our county, think about Yonkers, is anticipated to receive less than a half an inch of snow during the day tomorrow. Snow and ice may present commuting challenges. Be sure to appropriately adjust your driving. Of course, we're going to monitor the weather situation and bring you more information as soon as we get it. Our municipal guest, this first municipal briefing after Thanksgiving, and the first one in December, is the mayor of the village of Pelham, Chance Mullen. He is here to discuss all the things that are going on in the village, and we want to say congratulations to everyone in the team in Pelham that continues to move forward. With that, let's turn over to our friend, Mayor Chance Mullen. Mayor. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you, County Executive Jenkins, for bringing us together again to celebrate the good work happening around Westchester. Congratulations as well on your election. I'm excited to see what you'll be able to achieve in your next term. As we begin the holiday season, I would like to extend a special invitation to everyone in Westchester to come shop and dine in the village of Pelham this December. I am fully in the holiday spirit. We've just enjoyed another successful Small Business Saturday weekend, which officially kicks off our season every year. On Saturday morning, we had a half marathon and 10K hosted by Pelham Civics with over 1,000 runners from all over the world. That was followed by Winter Wonderland in the afternoon, an event hosted by Pelham Chamber of Commerce. It has a holiday market, pony rides, petting zoo, Santa, all the classics. And then finally, as the sun went down Saturday, we had the Town of Pelham holiday tree lighting. And that's just the start of our season. This year, our downtown is glowing a little bit brighter, and that is in no small part thanks to the support we've gotten from Westchester County. As you may remember, Westchester awarded the village of Pelham a $250,000 downtown improvement grant, and we are putting it to use. We used about 40% of those funds to create a $100,000 grant program for our local businesses for upgrades to their exterior facades. And we ended up with 19 different storefronts being awarded grants, including the Arts Center at one end of our downtown, the Picture House at the other end, and a whole lot of businesses in between. And alongside those investments, we've installed brand new meters and meter poles that better match the town and countries that we have throughout the downtown. We've made some pedestrian safety upgrades to make it safer and more enjoyable for shoppers and diners. And my favorite upgrade is with our holiday wreaths. So if you've ever been to Pelham during the holidays, you've likely seen the wreaths that we put up every year. Believe it or not, we've been hanging the same holiday wreaths for over 50 years, since before our merger in 1975. Unfortunately, they were starting to look like they were about 50 years old, so we wanted to save them. So instead of buying new ones, we decided to preserve this important part of our history. We used some of our grant funds to contract with American Christmas, which is a small shop in Mount Vernon, who rebuilt every individual wreath by hand. The wiring, the lights, the frames, the bows, and I have to say they look incredible. So thank you to the county for your support. And also I should say thank you to American Christmas for their outstanding work. I'm particularly excited to see this work starting to pay off. We've seen a little bit of a renaissance in our downtown this year. In terms of new businesses, Starlight Kitchen opened about a month ago on Wolf's Lane. Bonji, a healthy smoothie place, celebrated its grand opening a week ago just north of our new municipal center. On Wednesday afternoon this week, we'll be cutting the ribbon for Gigi's in the middle of Fifth Avenue. They offer Mediterranean salads and wraps. Right across the street from Gigi's is a very popular new restaurant, which is now in its 5th month, called the Pelican Room, which even has a speakeasy in the back if you're looking for high-end cocktails. The speakeasy is called Calico Lounge, and it's only accessible Thursday through Saturday. There might be a password involved. So we're having a great time in Pelham, and I hope everyone can come and join us as we celebrate another holiday season. Thank you again, County Executive Jenkins, for giving me this opportunity.
Mayor Chance Mullen, thank you so much. It's awesome to have you up here. And again, a shout out for the Downtown Improvement Grants and the work that you've done with that. And we look forward to seeing you somewhere on Fifth Avenue, the downtown, from one end, from the Pelham Picture House, right down to the Pelham Arts Center.
That's right.
And right in between, and all the great work that you're doing. So
awesome.
All right.
Thanks so much.
Thanks so much, Mayor. And talking about all the things that the mayor continues to do there in the village and making sure to move things forward. That includes certainly the holiday lighting scenarios that have already come. But again, their own Winter Wonderland, the wreaths that have been redecorated. So we're looking forward to coming down there. And whether it's trying to get into the speakeasy, he said he promised to tell us the secret word a little bit later on to make sure that we can get in. But all the other things that are happening. And again, just in the village of Pelham and everywhere around Westchester County, want to make sure to continue to help support all the great work that Pelham is doing. And we want to give him a double shout out again because of the public-private partnership that he was able to do with housing, as well as getting new municipal buildings. The village of Pelham has been a leader in that, and many other people are taking that same lead to be able to update their buildings, and that's the creativity shown by the village and his entire team, the village trustees, et cetera. And their swearing-ins, I think, are either tonight, the 1st, or the 2nd. There's a combination of both, right? Or maybe a little bit later on, he's giving us a little bit of a break. So we'll make sure that information gets out. But again, Village of Pelham, Mayor Chance Mullen, a great friend, and we're always glad to see him. Up now, we're going to have our Deputy County Executive let us know everything that's happening in the Westchester County Park System as we're going to winter and Wonderland is happening. Right.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. And of course, it's always an honor and a privilege to talk about our nationally accredited and award-winning Parks Department. They do great work and provide a number of wonderful activities for us, particularly during the holiday season. And of course, we wanted to tell you today about happening on Thursday, December 4th, and then again on the 5th from 5:30 to 7:45 p.m. We're having the Westchester's Winter Wonderland drive-through. It's a holiday light extravaganza, and it gets improved each year. And it's going to be, of course, at Kensico Dam Plaza and in Valhalla. And you're going to want to take down the telephone number of 914-231-4033. You want to make sure to call that number and make a reservation to go through this exciting event. This year's thrilling highlights include beloved elves Ned and Albert, glittering angels of peace, a 50-foot dove, dancing trees, glowing snowballs, candy cane lane, and a breathtaking 100-foot light tunnel. Tremendous amount of work goes into this wonderful, exciting event. Families will marvel at the 125-foot pixel wall that illuminates scenes from the winter night sky and can use the AutoCast app to hear magical stories about the displays along the route. And again, you should call the telephone number, 914-231-4033. You can select the date and time that you want to make a reservation to go through this event. And then on Friday, December 5th, from 3 p.m. to 5:45 p.m., going to have Holidays on the Hill train show, and that's at Lasden Public Gardens and Veterans Memorial in Katona. You can discover an all-new Holidays on the Hill train show, stroll the 2,500 square foot exhibit set within the stunning Lasden Glass House Conservatory. Multi-level tables and tracks carry trains as they chug past whimsical settings, nostalgic scenes, and well-known characters, all with a fresh, innovative design that brings holiday cheer to life. The event does run through December 31st, and of course the dates and times vary, and there's a fee of $10 to $20. Again, you should call for more information at 914-864-7268. And then on Sunday, December 7th, from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m., is a little different kind of a program being held at Croton Point Park Nature Center, and it's an archaeology at Theros, a Roman city in Sardinia. And you can join the New York State Association's Lower Hudson chapter for a free presentation by archaeologist John Yarmick about the ancient history and treasures of Sardinia. And again, you can call 914-862-5290 for any additional information. And then finally, on Sunday, December 7th, from 2 p.m. to 3:30 p.m., the clever survivors, meaning the raccoons in the wild and urban landscapes. This program is going to be held at the Edith Reed Wildlife Sanctuary in Rye. Besides being downright adorable, raccoons are highly adaptable mammals known for their intelligence, dexterous paws, and masked faces. Native to North America, they thrive in forests, wetlands, and increasingly in urban environments. This discussion will explore their behavior, diet, social structure, and interactions with natural ecosystems and human communities. So those are some of the exciting programs that are available this coming weekend. And I almost took the county executive's notes.
All good.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Deputy County Executive, and certainly everything that's going on in the nationally accredited and award-winning park system. The quick reminder, as the Deputy County Executive pointed out, is to download the Parks app, which is the best way to get all the information that's happening on all of the park system. Maybe catch up a few discounts as well, whether it's on your Android with the Google Play Store or your iOS Apple device, iPhone, by going to the App Store and downloading the official Westchester County Parks app. It's the one with the Parks logo on it, and certainly it says it is the Westchester County Parks app to get all of that information. Thank you so much, Mr. Deputy County Executive. We're switching gears just a second. You know, as many of you have seen, there's been a coalition of attorney generals and 2 governors that are now suing the Trump administration over policy changes that would place new conditions on and significantly cut funding for permanent housing for people experiencing homelessness. This coalition, that's led by our Attorney General, New York Attorney General Letitia James, is seeking a court order blocking the administration's cuts and illegal new conditions on the Department of Housing and Urban Development's Continuum of Care program funding. You know, we want to thank, and I definitely want to thank Attorney General Tish James for her leadership in standing up to the Trump administration and fight to protect billions of dollars to fight homelessness. You know, to bring it home here in Westchester County, we were told that there's approximately $26 million of funding that has been utilized to help deal with homelessness, and we've been very creative in trying to do that with the Continuum of Care folks that's led by both Commissioner Michael Orth on community mental health, as well as Commissioner Leonard Challenge from our Department of Social Services and all of their staff members. Over 170,000 people are at risk of homelessness in Westchester as a result of this new policy. The stakes here in Westchester could not be higher. Based on our initial review with the Departments of Mental Health and Social Services, as stated, these new federal restrictions could result in up to $26 million of lost revenue, funding that directly supports permanent housing, rental assistance, mental health services, and critical programs for those experiencing homelessness. This would jeopardize stability for thousands of Westchester families, individuals with disabilities, veterans, young people who rely on the proven success of the Housing First model. We're deeply concerned that these changes would not only dismantle effective evidence-based programs, but also penalize providers who serve LGBTQ residents and those with mental health challenges. We will do all we can to ensure these cuts are stopped and that our residents continue to receive the housing and supportive services they need to live, and this is so critically important at this point in time. It's standing up for those folks that need that assistance. And again, it's a continuum of care program. It's evidence-based, and it is extremely effective. And again, $26 million in over 170,000 people in Westchester are at risk of losing this funding. Today, we want to make sure that we remind every day that December 1st is World AIDS Day, a day that calls for us to look honestly at the progress we've made and the challenges that we still have remaining. Advances in medication and medicine have transformed HIV from a fatal diagnosis into a manageable condition for so many people. This progress has been possible because communities, health systems, and advocates have never stopped fighting for better care and stronger protections. Westchester County continues to support that mission through public health programs that expand testing, prevention, treatment, access, and community education. On this World AIDS Day, let us honor the advocates, the survivors, families, and medical professionals who have carried this work forward for more than 4 decades. We also recommit to continuing this work with compassion and urgency until we reach a future free from HIV and AIDS. As a reminder, the Health Department offers free, rapid, and standard HIV testing and PrEP, P-R-E-P, at its clinics at 134 Court Street in White Plains and in Yonkers at 20 South Broadway at this point in time. Residents can call 914-995-5800 for the dates and times, or view the clinic schedule online at westchestergov.com/health. And remember, again, it's World AIDS Day today, December 1st, and making sure that there's this recognition and awareness. Because, again, we've made so many advances, but there's still much work to do in protection of our community. And again, you have an opportunity to make sure your voice is heard. Go to westchestergov.com/health to find out more information. Now New Yorkers can apply for home energy assistance. Governor Kathy Hochul today announced that New Yorkers can now begin applying for heating assistance, the HEAP program, Home Energy Assistance Program, to defray the high cost of heating their homes during the winter. This program, known as HEAP, can provide up to $996 to eligible households, depending on how they heat their home and their level of income. Due to Washington Republicans' 43-day shutdown of the federal government, the opening of the HEAP program application period was pushed back by 1 month. Those applications for assistance are accepted at locals Department of Social Services. That's our county Department of Social Services. They can be submitted online, through the mail, or in person. Additionally, older adults needing assistance with HEAP applications can contact their local Office for the Aging or contact the New York Connects helpline, and that number is 1-800-342-9871. One more time, 1-800-342-9871, and that's for assistance in HEAP applications. Again, very important as the weather continues to get colder, as we look in this particular heating season and make sure that people get the support that they need. Another announcement that we have is about the MetroCard van. So we know that we are transitioning, and New York City is transitioning at the end of the year to the Omni system, the OMNY Omni system on our Beeline buses. That is in progress right now, and we're hopeful to let you know the progress of how things are going on with that. But for right now, the MetroCard van is going to be on site at various locations throughout Westchester from Saturday, December 6th through Friday, December 19th. The mobile sales van is going to assist riders with their MetroCard business and any Omni questions they may have. For those that go into the city, you understand already that the MetroCard utilization will stop at the end of the year. And as the transition to Omni Tap and Ride nears, the Metropolitan Transit Authority, the MTA, has switched its mobile sale vehicles originally used for just MetroCard assistance to helping customers learn more about the new Omni system and also to transfer MetroCard balances to the new Omni cards as well. So for more information, make sure to visit westchestergov.com/BeelineBus. That's one big word, BeelineBus, or call the Beeline Information Center at 914-813-7777. With that, we want to also congratulate some of our teams out there over the Thanksgiving holiday weekend. For those of you that were not participating in the shopping activities and making sure to help support places like Pelham and all around Westchester County, or shopping online, there were some significant things that happened for 5 of our local teams. We're going to start first with the Iona Prep, who has for the second straight year won the Class AAA, Class AAA Catholic School State Championship. Congratulations to the Iona Prep Gales. Legislator Tyree Woodson Samuels is a proud graduate of Iona Prep, as well as our Director of Consumer Protection, who is a great supporter of Iona Prep School, James Mazzano. But also on top of that, as a Fordham Prep person myself, I know every once in a while people think that we don't talk nicely about the other prep schools. We certainly want to congratulate the Iona Prep Gales for their win for the Class AAA Catholic School State Championship for the second straight year. Congratulations, Gales. We have 4 public schools that are going to be vying for the state championships. That is Sleepy Hollow, Bronxville, Rye, and Tuckahoe, alphabetical order, so we don't get ourselves in trouble with the size of the schools, but Sleepy Hollow, Bronxville, Rye, Tuckahoe, which is not in alphabetical order, they'll be vying for the state championships in the PSAL. We certainly going to wish all of them the best of luck as they represent their schools and their communities first, but also the county of Westchester as they go and fight for those state championships. Best of luck to the 4 of them, and again, congratulations to the Iona Prep Gales. With that, I'm County Executive Ken Jenkins. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back to you if there's some additional information to get back to you about the weather, and otherwise, have a wonderful, wonderful week.